It's a choo-choo train.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for riding the Hogwarts Express. We are now at Hogwarts. Thanks for joining us for this interview with Jake about our upcoming spring break vacation. We have some questions today for Jake. We're going to do an interview about our upcoming trip on the Amtrak across the country all the way to
Seattle.
We're going to Seattle. So we have some questions because this is a trip I've done before and she has not done it, and for some reason she's decided to take this trip with me. And so we're going to ask her some questions about the trip and learn a little more about it. Are you excited about our Seattle vacation?
I am. I'm really excited to go. I'm excited to have some time away and relax. Hopefully.
Freedom.
I really don't know anything about like real trains. That was like just an old train that's in service and you ride it for like a little get off at this station. But this will be a brand new experience.
All right. So she's ridden a train, but not a long one. This train trip, I think, we've changed things a little bit. It's actually going to be 46 hours long instead of the 56 that we were originally planning on. Nonetheless, 46 hours on a train is going to be a little different than a little trip around horse and buggy land.
Yes.
So,
for sure.
Cool. So, what part of the trip are you looking most forward to?
Literally getting away from everything, not having any responsibility except to myself. It'll be a nice break, but I'm excited to see Seattle. That was the initial force behind doing this, was to go to Seattle, and then it was your idea that we take the train to get there.
So Seattle, I've been there 2 or 3 times before, and it's an awesome city, but the coolest way to get to Seattle is on train. The train will actually fly to Chicago, and then we'll take the train.
The train's gonna fly?
Yes, the train's gonna fly. We're in Hogwarts, ma'am. Hogwarts. Anything can happen.
We are going to fly to Chicago.
We're going to fly to Chicago to catch the train. Don't let it go. Make sure you catch it. Got it. And then the train will go across the northern border of the United States all the way over here to
Hogwarts. Seattle!
All the way to Seattle. So with that in mind, what state are you most looking forward to?
Montana. I've heard amazing things about the scenery in Montana, and I've never been west of St. Louis, so being able to see other parts of the country is really exciting to me.
So Montana is called Big Sky Country, and you don't understand what that means until you get there because the sky is really big. But the weirdest thing about Montana, well, it has Glacier National Park in it, and Glacier National Park is amazing. That's a future backpacking trip for sure. Once I get over the fear of grizzlies.
That would be scary.
I would die. Or attack of a killer moose. You gotta watch out, because if there's a bull moose, like seriously, you can get killed by a bull moose. Haven't you watched any of your survival shows lately?
I don't plan on getting off the train in
That's probably dumb.
wild Montana country.
I would though.
I would not. I'm happy to sit in the train car and see the world pass me by.
Did you see that question? It started here, and it went,
What was the original
so
question?
now we're gonna go, boop, yes. And we started talking about Glacier National Park and how awesome it is.
Yes.
But as you're going through Big Sky Country,
Big Sky Country, Montana.
as you're going through Big Sky Country, you can see the outline of the mountains for a long time. Yeah. And so you're like, oh, they're coming. And you figure it's going to be like 25, 30 minutes. And it's like 3 hours later, you actually get into Glacier. So Montana is really big.
But these are mountains unlike any mountains I've ever seen before.
They're real mountains.
They're real mountains.
They're not hills.
Like, not Appalachia, but they're Rockies.
So as we talk about mises.
Mesas are mice.
Mooses.
Moose. I think it's plural by itself.
I like how you said that. Moose.
Aren't you sad you don't get to go like the whole
Right,
46
this is
hours with
entertainment
us?
right here.
I would like to see a moose. I would prefer that said moose was on the other side of the glass for me, so I'll be happy that I'm on the train car and the moose will be out there.
Well, you know,
But yes,
we are in Harry Potter, so it could be that, like, the glass just disappears and you get pushed out the window, just like the snake, you know, and there's a moose, and you and a moose, and moose, and, Jake, moose, Jake! So there's different accommodations on the train. There's coach class, and then there's sleeper class. So coach class looks like a really big airplane. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 seats across on each side, and then you have carry-on space on the top. But there's a lot more leg room and a lot more room in coach class, and coach class is a lot less expensive. But then you're sitting with people getting on and off the train that you don't know, you might not be able to trust.
Right.
For 46 hours, I'd much rather do sleeper class, which is you have little rooms on the train. There's 3 different kinds of rooms. The one we're staying in is called a roomette. And it's really small. I want to say it's maybe, is it 3 feet wide or 3.5 feet wide?
I think it said 3 by 6.
And there's seats during the day that you can sit in across from each other. And a little table you can pull out. And then at nighttime, those seats turn into a bed. And there's a bunk bed that pulls down. We're not staying in the same room.
No, we had that discussion.
So we're giving ourselves a little more room, and we'll be across the hall from each other. So we can sit in the same room if we want to, but then at night we have our own space and whatever we need. So that's pretty cool. So here we come to some student questions. Are you worried about being trapped in a train for 46 hours with Tweety?
That thought has crossed my mind a couple of times, and that's probably the question my family, who knows you, asks the most of me. So here's what I will say. Whether you know this or not, Mrs. Tweety is, we'll say, the master, only because the rest of us are not nearly as good at it, at pulling office pranks. For example, putting rubber cement on the handles to my classroom. No, the phone was probably the best one so far. So she put, "Don't try this at home."
It's great. Harmless.
She put glue stick on the like the handle part of my phone.
And a lot of
it was gross. A lot of it. And then from her desk, like 3 feet away, she called my phone.
While I was talking to her.
While she was talking to me, dialed my number, called my phone. I pick up the phone, and I'm thinking it's a parent or it's a colleague or something. And I pick up the phone and I'm like, "Hello?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And she's meanwhile sitting on the other side of the office, just like this, losing it. And I can't figure out what the heck is so funny, because to me this is really gross. Somebody just called me and no one's saying anything on the other end of the line. It was her on the other side.
Great stuff.
So I am a little bit concerned about what I might find in my room, or what might be taken from my room.
It's okay. This is a great question. Did Mrs. Tweety pay you to take this trip with her?
That is a good question.
I think it's great.
No, actually, I was the one that suggested this trip. My initial suggestion was I want to go to Seattle, and then it was her idea to take the train there, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool.
Game on.
So no, there was no payment to do this.
What kind of things are you planning to do when you go to Seattle? What do you want to do when you get there?
Oh, in Seattle? Well, like I said, I've never been west of St. Louis, so seeing even a portion of the Pacific Coast is really exciting to me. I know it'll be cold. I mean, it's March, it's gonna be cold, but just to see it, I've always been a huge Grey's Anatomy fan, so I'm really excited to go and see like the place where this fantasy world all took place. But anyway, I'm excited to see the Space Needle.
Y'all, I've been doing some research on Seattle. We can go see the Space Needle. This train ride's got me super excited.
I don't know that I necessarily have to go up in the Space Needle, but I'm in Seattle, so I may as well.
Are you afraid of heights?
Coffee? Not really.
Okay. I'm not afraid of going up the Space Needle.
As long as I feel safe, and I'm usually all right. Coffee, and
More coffee?
coffee. More
Lots of
coffee.
coffee?
Lots of coffee.
That concludes our questions portion, with the exception of the upcoming lightning round, which,
lightning round.
stay tuned. The lightning round will come up after these real quick messages.
I'm so excited for the train ride. Ah! Yeah, train. Chugga, 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 chugga. Choo, choo.
So we have come to that point in time that we have a student-generated list of our lightning round questions.
All right, bring it on.
You sure?
Do
This
I
may
really
or may
have
not
choice?
have anything to do with our upcoming trip, so
All right.
nonetheless, some of it's sort of funny.
Okay.
Pigeons or ducks?
Ducks.
Airplanes or trains?
Trains.
Bubble guppies or squinkies?
Bubble guppies, like the show.
Sure.
Bubble guppies.
I don't know what either
bubble
one of
guppies.
those are, so I just wrote it down.
I think the Squinkies is a show. My kids are older than that now. I don't know.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Captain America or Iron Man?
Captain America.
Eat a scorpion or a cockroach?
Nope.
Right? Come on.
No.
Who thought of that question? I want to see you eat that. Bananas?
I'm sorry. What?
Bananas? Bananas or apples? Bananas or apples?
Bananas.
Do you support SpongeBob?
No.
Fortnite or PUBG?
I have no idea.
Right? I don't either.
I have no idea.
Right. Kids, that's how important Fortnite is. And what? Huh? Okay. Chipotle or Taco Bell?
Chipotle.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Mustard or ketchup?
Mustard?
Ew.
No.
Violins or violas?
Violas, duh.
See, she is intelligent. I keep losing my place. Books or movies?
Books.
Meese or geese?
Meese. Mises.
You like Mises?
Mises.
Mises are okay, but I'd rather have geeses. Violas or anything else?
I'm a clarinet player.
Full House or Home Improvement?
Home Improvement.
Oh no, totally Full House.
Although I've been watching Fuller House, which is very good.
Fuller House.
Yeah, they brought back almost all of the characters.
Chicken or dinosaurs?
To eat? Chicken. As a pet?
I don't know. Chicken or dinosaurs?
Chicken.
Okay. Pie or ice cream?
Pie.
The Office or Friends? Yeah. I never liked either one either. I never watched The
I
Office.
tried watching The Office, just not my type of humor. I was right on the cusp of being too young to watch Friends. I did watch Friends.
I watched
but
some of it,
reruns.
but I didn't.
It was just meh.
Yeah.
I know who all the characters are though.
Wendy's or McDonald's?
Wendy's.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Really? See, I couldn't figure that one out for myself, because
Yeah.
sunrise
Sunrise
could be beautiful.
Could be beautiful.
It's refreshing. It's a new day.
I feel at peace with sunset.
Sunset is beautiful.
Yes.
Sunrise is beautiful, but sunset is beautiful, and then it's like, I don't know. I can't answer that one.
Plus sleep comes after sunset,
Sleep does.
right? I have to get up from sleep for sunrise.
Yeah, that's tough sometimes. Okay. Ohio or anywhere else?
Born and raised here. I like being in Ohio. Although I would really love if we had 4 actual seasons instead of 1 short summer and 1 really, really long winter.
I really like spring. I think spring is my favorite.
Fall is my favorite season.
I like
this
fall.
year. It was like a
But
week
after
of
fall comes winter. And the older I get, the less I like winter. So sad. Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets?
tenders.
Harry Potter or Percy Jackson?
Harry Potter.
Harry
Have you seen my
Potter.
room?
Harry Potter. Mrs.
And
Kelly?
trains.
Mrs. Kelly or Mrs. Tweety?
Kelly.
Unicorns or narwhals?
Unicorns.
Totally agreed. Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
Alto or soprano?
Alto.
See, some smarts. Sand or snow?
Snow.
You just said you didn't like winter, and then you said snow.
I didn't say I didn't like winter. I said it lasts too long. I do like winter.
I like to see the snow, but I don't like to go in it.
Well, but see, I would prefer to see and be in snow versus see and be in sand.
No, because see, if you were in sand, that means it's warm.
Not
and
necessarily.
There's water nearby.
You know, there's still sand at the beach today, even if it's 30 degrees. There's
but
still
it's not
sand
30
there.
degrees in the beach down south.
Down south, maybe.
All right, so that's it. That is all the questions that we've come up with, myself and my students, for Mrs. Kelly. So thank you to the students. Thanks to Mrs. Kelly for coming over and putting herself on my YouTube channel. She is now one of the coolest YouTube stars in the world.
Woo!
So, hey, if you're interested about our trip, we will totally be doing at least 1 or 2 or 3 different videos about our trip to Seattle. I'll definitely do one about just the train trip. Obviously, Mrs. Kelly and I will do a fun one because we're just cool people. And I don't know, if you guys want some more videos that have to do with something on our trip to Seattle across the country on the train, put it down in the comment section below and I'd be happy to video anything you're interested in. Like my channel, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in getting the notifications, click the little bell in the corner, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.